Much appreciated, Coach. Smack dab in the middle of I-295 that encircles the city of Jacksonville in Northeast Florida. There's a good look at TIAA Bank Field. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Minnesota Vikings and the Jacksonville Jaguars. And a nice return sets them up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll run for the first time with Devontae Freeman. The game's first play produces 6 yards, brings up 2nd down.
All right, Brandon, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
On 2nd down, Freeman. And the hole closes quickly there. He gets maybe a couple up to the 38.
That's all about doing the dirty work right there defensively. 2nd and short yardage, that's all about plugging those gaps, not giving a running back a crease to run through, and has a nice job to hold him just a couple and force a 3rd down.
An early test, 2 plays in. This is 3rd and 2. Out of the gun, they give to Freeman. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. 3rd down turns to 1st with that 5-yard pickup. Defense had a chance to get off the field here in the opening drive, couldn't do it.
I know that we go into these meetings with coaches, and sometimes maybe we can get, a little bit numb because they're always going to talk about how important 3rd down is, aren't they? Offense and defense. In this case, one capitalized, and the other, as you said, had a chance to get off the field and didn't get it done.
On 1st and 10, Newton. Throwing left side, it's complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A good pickup there, 21 yards. So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 36. A shotgun snap for Newton. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. That's Yannick Ngakoue with a sack. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. From the gun, it's a run for Freeman. Give him 6 on the run. They're going to be faced now with a 3rd and 12.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. They run. Devontae Freeman. And this play going to be stopped in its tracks at the 32, and obviously well short of the 1st down. That'll be good for 6, but now it's 4th down. And his kick is absolutely perfect. Well, all offseason, probably a lot of thought goes into that first drive of week 1. They didn't get the touchdown, but at least they got something.
And what I like about it is that they didn't overthink it, because you're exactly right. A lot goes into the offseason, the preseason, to get to that first drive of the regular season. They went right downfield, mission accomplished, points on the board.
And now the Vikings are going to stop it here on defense with a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. A first carry for Leonard Fournette. And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Fournette running out of the gun. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line.
Now that's the way to do it. Hand it to someone with vision and good footwork, and add in a little bit of power, and you find a way to pick up first downs.
So a good run by Fournette. Now another 1st and 10. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. That one good for a gain of 13 for Jacksonville and a first down. You were telling me this yesterday. This is exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation? We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game. And it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
It's a gain of 22 as we tick towards 2:22 on the clock.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
On the ground, this is the former Viking, Jerick McKinnon. Anthony Harris on the tackle.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on first down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. They keep it on the ground. This time it's Fournette. Fournette, a first down, still going. And finally down at the 9-yard line. It's a nice pickup of 12 yards, and it gives him a 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it with Fournette. And after the good gain last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And it'll be 2nd and goal. Now they'll look to Haskins to throw it. Back in the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
Just looking at it from a defensive perspective, when you break the huddle in the red zone, tight end is one of the guys you've got a key on because quarterbacks want the ball in their hands fast in this position, and they want to get it to someone. And in this case, he had the play. They just didn't complete it.
Right there, 54, right there, 54, Mike. You don't see me in your nightmares.
On 3rd and goal, Haskins. And a big loss here as he's taken down. The defensive end, Daniil Hunter, drops him.
Well, it's about how teams are so competitively matched, and you just want to make those plays that give you an advantage. How about right here? The difference between letting them score a touchdown versus holding them to a field goal, that's absolutely huge with the play he just made.
And you know he hated taking the loss there on 3rd down. So a return of serve, so to speak, here on the 2nd drive of our game as they respond to that opening field goal with 3 of their own.
I like that. Going a little tennis on me.
I know you. You like to mix it up with
like
sports.
That. They crack a forehand back out and they get a backhand. What was the serve? What was the return on?
It was a backhand. And a really good backhand.
With some nice top spin on the whole thing. I love it. Almost a mirror image when you really get down to it. I thought that was pretty good stuff.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They finished off their opening drive of the campaign with a field goal on the last drive. Now they'll search for a touchdown here on this go-around, 1st and 10. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And it'll be 2nd and 12. These two teams all tied after 1. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Newton now to throw. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked by Ronnie Harrison. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
I know some teams are leery about playing cover 2 because the strong safety's not usually a terrific cover guy. But in this case, he played it perfectly. Read the football and went and made the interception.
Check, check. Lucky.
Now after the turnover, here's Haskins. He's going to sling this deep downfield. He's got a man complete. It's a big play for the Jaguars. 51 yards.
That's a big-time pitch and catch right there. And, partner, I remember the days when quarterbacks would try this. They were holding their breath. But nowadays, they're counting on their receiver to be just a little bit better than the defensive back when it's one-on-one and the ball's in the air like that.
Give him maybe a yard. Quite the opposite from the previous big gainer. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. A shotgun give to Fournette, and he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll be a loss of 1, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11.
Right there, 54, right there, 54, Mike. Let's go, D. Mike 5-4, Mike 5-4, Mike 5-4. You gonna get this, boy? You think you gonna get this? You think you gonna get this?
49, check 49, check 66, run it, high.
The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter.
Check curls. Save.
Hey, watch that. Check Mike 54. Mike 54. You ain't doing nothing today.
Delta. 54 is Mike. Check. Watch 54.
3rd down. Here's Haskins. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Nothing open downfield, and he had to get that one out in a hurry because he just knew he was about to take a big shot. Probably couldn't get his legs into the throw. It became an all-arm throw, trying to check it down to his running back. Incomplete.
These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now, seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a 1st down now.
20, 8.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And he'll lay out and pull it in. What a diving catch there. He'll get 15 and a Vikings 1st down. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. From the gun, here's Newton. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right? Yeah. Not an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
So from 2nd and long, now we go to 3rd and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance and guessing. Because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in 4-down territory, that really opens things up for you.
13 yards as the Vikings pick up the 1st down.
They're making it look easy out there. Another 1st down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 1st downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. Now Newton on 1st down. And nearly picked off there. Almost intercepted. Instead, second down.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw. Incomplete. Second and 10. Newton again. He finds Austin complete. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down.
Well, there wasn't much there with that hitch route. They didn't gain what they expected. But sometimes when you call a hitch, you really don't have an alternate to go to. You don't have a second route to throw it to. So sometimes you have to rifle in there and hope for the best.
On third down, Devontae Freeman. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's fourth down.
Well, this was just simply excellent defense. On this third down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a...
Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. Oh, and this turns into a mess as it's intercepted. Picked by Ronnie Harrison. The 40. Past the 20. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. So they go on fourth down. Not only do they not get it, it turns into 6 points the other way. Disastrous.
And many people think you should just go ahead and knock it down in that situation. Turn it over for the offense. But I had a defensive coordinator recently tell me, we see that as a passive play. We don't do that anymore. We want the ball in our hands, and we want to head the other way.
It's probably also instinct a lot of times. If you see a lot of green grass ahead of you, go ahead and grab it.
It's the exact right play to do. That's knowing when to break the rules and when to make a play that maybe you hadn't been taught.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3-point CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend.
20. Hey, that's good. That's good. He's crashing. He's checking crash. Slam. Check. 20. Check. 8. Gun.
From the gun on third down, Newton. And that is incomplete.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on third down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a fourth down decision.
So on fourth down, Britton Colquitt on to punt. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds.
Here we go.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted, and we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. Now Leonard Fournette, and he stopped immediately there. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a third down. If this defense wants to stay in this ball game, they've got to start ending some drives. That helps.
And they have to look ahead at what they expect the offense to do, and right now with that lead, that's run the football. So you don't just stack the line of scrimmage. You have to get upfield and try and make some plays in their backfield.
Get that quarterback at all times. Chuck.
To throw on third down, Haskins. Completes it to the tight end, Kittle. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts. So that means they're down to one remaining here as we head toward halftime. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. This is taken at the 10. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Vikings. Almost the full length of the field, a 90-yard punt return, as they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. The extra point splits the uprights, and the lead down to 3 at 13-10. So after the punt return touchdown, let's see what their opponents can do with this kickoff. This will be taken very short. And he is out of bounds as they'll start up past the 30. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. You're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move the ball and get in field goal range.
Yeah, you've got the lead. It's definitely a thought. Let's go ahead and try and increase it. But at the same time, I don't like the odds. I don't like where they are on the field. Got the lead. They've done well in the first half. Don't mess it up and go into halftime looking at each other wondering what if.
On 1st and 10, it's Haskins. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Chandler Jones, one of the best athletes to ever come out of Rochester, New York, in for the sack.
You can't stop me.
Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. On 2nd down, here's Haskins. He's going to air one out. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Harrison Smith. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. That late in the clock, second quarter, why not just run it a time or two and get it into the locker room?
What you're saying makes absolutely perfect sense. Run it and get out of there. But I'm just wondering if the pressure of today's NFL and the high-powered offenses that you're facing may force them into saying, let's try and get some more points.
Looks like he's going to get a couple here on this first down carry, and that'll make it 2nd and 8. Here's Freeman. And he's going to be taken down here as that will lead us to the end of the first half of play. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we send you a couple hours south of here to Orlando, that's where we check in with a coach and our EA Sports halftime report. We'll see if week one fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show him one thing, hit him with something else.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down. On first down, it's Haskins. That's out to his running back, Fournette. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. This is Fournette. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, it's almost a tendency breaker.
From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Fournette. Oh, he's got some breathing room. Trot, there he goes, left side. Touchdown, Jaguars. Leonard Fournette, 48 yards. And the Jaguars are able to widen their lead. Extra point tacked on by Lambeau. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper. And they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
That's good for 21 yards and a first down. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Freeman. He's got a first down and then some inside the 40. And finally taken down at the 30-yard line. 2 chunk plays in a row. The last one was over 20 yards, and so is this one.
Man, these guys may not win this ball game, but you certainly can't fault the effort of this man here today. He's been a real thorn in their sides all afternoon. And that last carry puts him over the 100-yard mark.
On first down, it's Newton. And they get to Newton and take him down for the sack. Everson Griffin on the sack, taken to the 4th round back in 2010. What a steal. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Running from the shotgun with Drake. That one good for 17 as they're set up better now for 3rd down. Well executed there on 2nd down, so do you go back to the air on 3rd?
Well, that's a possibility, but now you've opened up things to where you showed that you would run the ball in long-distance situation. You might come back again because I doubt they believe you'll do it a 2nd time.
Back to the ground, this time with Freeman. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. It's a 5-yard pickup, but spotted a few chain links short of the first, so a little bit of decision time here coming up on 4th down. Still just the 3rd quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th. He may try and run for this. Cam fighting. He lost the football. It's out. And the Jags grab it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And hindsight 2020, I think they probably should have gone for the field goal, right?
The 3 points would look really good right now, but I think what we just saw there, analytics really starting to creep into the game because more and more teams are saying the more you go for it, the better your odds of getting it, the better your odds of scoring 6 points instead of 3. They took a chance there. It just didn't pay off.
Yeah, right here, the anti-analytics guys go thumbs up. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards.
Watch the screen.
They keep it with Fournette on first down. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them.
54. Mike, 54.
On 2nd down, here's Fournette. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
Fournette, a first down carry. He's got a first down and then some inside the 40. A big hitter. That one goes for 40 yards.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front seven, reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing, slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. A 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Jaguars are able to widen their lead.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical. That's one of the words you've taught me. And they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the third quarter.
Not only pulling away, you mentioned that slowly but surely, you also drain clock, too, with a drive like that. So you really give yourself an advantage.
Let's go.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And they'll be looking to atone for last time's mistake of fumbling inside the red zone. Certainly they don't want to do that again.
And so much emphasis placed on red zone offense. I mean, you have periods devoted in practice.
And they get to Newton and take him down for the sack. Finding his way home for the sack that time, Taven Bryan. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Throwing on 2nd and long. Newton. He's going to get this to Austin, complete. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
Good.
3rd and long, it's Newton. Going down the middle, and it's complete.
Well, we always hear about the connections some quarterbacks have with certain receivers. I think this guy has a connection with just about everyone. Didn't mind throwing it in there against double coverage to him.
Shows some confidence, supreme confidence.
Big-time confidence that he would make the play for him, and he did.
Now Freeman, he's been busy today. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
It's a gain of 16, and the Vikings have the first down as well. It's been an excellent day for him running the football, no doubt, as he continues to soar well past 100 yards.
Yeah, it almost feels like he can just grab his briefcase and head home after putting in a full day's work at the office, doesn't it?
Now a first down throw for Newton. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 16. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Now that turnover might just about do it here. 4th quarter, the lead that you've got, they can just run the football, run the clock.
You're exactly right. They played smart, couple of first downs, and this one should just about be over.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. second down. Haskins. He's going to air one out. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down. Despite the lead here in the fourth, they're still taking shots.
Not content to sit on this lead at all. And to me, it raises the question of what's right in this game nowadays. Do you sit on the ball and run it because you have enough of a lead? Or do you try and extend it because you always feel like the other team can come back?
Extend it. Have some fun.
Hey, 1-7. Check Mike 54. Mike 54.
Check.
54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check. Watch 54. Watch 54.
Watch the screen.
On third down, Haskins. And this one into the hands of DJ Shark. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. 10 yards there, good enough for a Jags first down. Haskins now, 5 straight completions here in this second half, 1st and 10. On the run, it's Fournette. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. The fourth quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
Throwing on second down, Haskins. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's third down.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion. The Jaguars on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 10.
Check. Crunch.
Now Haskins to throw it. Open man is Westbrook, complete. The Jags picking up the first down there, a gain of 12.
When you have someone throwing it that well, that confidently, you don't have to call the game in fear at all, do you? You just go ahead and play.
Yep, confidence with a lead to throw it here in the fourth, and boom, he's on the money.
Yeah, you don't have to tuck your head in and go like turtle at this point. You can just go ahead and play.
Now Haskins on first down. That one complete. He finds Shark. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. That one goes for 24 yards. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Haskins looking to throw on first down. Eluding the pressure right. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. Big gains in succession. Last one was over 20. This one over 30. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. This is caught. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. That's good for a gain of 6, 2nd and goal. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. They'll toss it to Fournette. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down. This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal?
Mike's 50. You must be getting tired of seeing him.
Here's Haskins to throw. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Harrison Smith. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
I tell you, Brandon, it seems like this guy's been all over the field so far. That's his second interception of the game. And so much of playing defense in the NFL, especially when it comes to defending the pass, is all about positioning and technique. And this is fantastic work on both fronts there.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. 2nd and 9 now from the 21. A 20th carry now for Devontae Freeman. And they're able to get this one across the 35. He'll get 15 and a Vikings first down. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. This is Freeman. There he goes again. And finally brought down right at the midfield stripe. So this will be a win for Jacksonville. And with that, our journey begins, Charles. Week 1 in the books. Going to be a great season.
Oh, man, so much to look forward to. Isn't it nice to get a really good game right out of the gate? Preseason behind us. All these games count now, don't they?
Yeah, this is the exciting time with just 1 week gone and plenty of weeks to come.